Okay, my screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Okay. So we will start with the lecture. Can anyone tell what we have seen in the previous lecture? This is our second lecture of business ethics. So what we have seen in the first lecture, can anyone tell? Yes, please respond. का बघितलं आपण लास्ट लेक्चरला? So we have seen about what is the meaning of business ethics. Then, next.
Introduction, syllabus.
Introduction of teacher, vision, mission statement. Then we have discussing the syllabus, or we have started discussion of the syllabus. Okay, so there are total 6 chapters. Quickly we take review of that. I will just quickly take review of the syllabus. First chapter is introduction. त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला बघायचं business ethics means what is the need of business ethics, or rather we can say this one, what is the importance of business ethics in the market, or what is the importance of business ethics in the globalization concept. Okay, so my voice is audible properly to everyone? Screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. पहिल्या चॅप्टर मध्ये आपल्याला बघायचं business ethics means what and what is its importance and what are the basic points required for understanding the business ethics. That we have to see in first chapter, introduction. Second chapter is decision and management of business ethics. So in this also we have explained, or we have discussed these examples, how the individual and situation is influencing on the decision making process. So in spite of all odd situations, how to take the right decision, that we have to see in this decision and management of business ethics. That is the second chapter. Okay, so third chapter, framing business ethics. So to frame means what? To form किंवा तयार करणे. Okay, so how to form the, just a minute. Okay, so framing business ethics. So whenever some policies are formed, or हे business ethics हे जर आपण एक document consider केलं, तर how that business ethics it is formed. So as we discussed that rules for different business will be different. म्हणजे प्रत्येक याच्यामध्ये ethics चे rules किंवा examples सेमच असतील असं नाही. Based on type of business, the business ethics rule can be चेंज. फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखादा बिझनेस रुरल एरिया मध्ये असेल तर त्याच्यासाठी कुठले रूल्स असतील, अँड इफ द सेम बिझनेस इज देअर इन द अर्बन एरिया टू बी इम्प्लिमेंटेड, then definitely there will be difference in that two particular ethics document. त्यामुळे हे बिझनेस ethics document कुठल्या पर्टिक्युलर पॉइंटला बेसला धरून आपण तयार करणार आहे, दॅट इज टू बी स्टडीड इन द चॅप्टर नंबर 3. How to frame the business ethics document. Then fourth it is employees, consumer and business ethics. आता हे जे business ethics, whatever is that set of or rules, or that is set of some moral values which are expected to be followed by all the stakeholders. Stakeholders means what? That I told you in the previous lecture. Can anyone tell? आता हे सांगा मला इथे एम्प्लॉईज, कंझ्युमर्स आणि बिझनेस इथिक्स असं का असणार आहे याचं? Why the business ethics is applied or required for all employees, consumers and all the stakeholders? Stakeholders means what? My voice is audible, no? Tell me what
Yes,
meaning of stakeholders I told. Stakeholders means what? One example also I have given related to this stakeholder. कुणाला म्हणतो आपण stakeholder?
Stakeholders means related persons for that institute or
the industry. One thing that whenever we are going to see this business ethics point, mostly that will be, we are considering that with respect to industry. Current institute, that is also having the part of the ethics, but when we say business ethics, that will be mostly related with the industries. Industry means that is company आणि institute म्हणजे ही एक संस्था असते, जसं आपलं कॉलेज आपण म्हणलं, that will be considered as the institute. But whenever we are going to see some examples related to the business ethics, that will be by considering the industry part. Okay, so with that we have seen how the relation between the employees, consumers and business element, जे काही stakeholders आहेत business मधले, how the relation between the different stakeholders of the business they are going to maintain, that we have to see in this particular chapter number 4. Okay, so consumer as a stakeholder, त्याच्यामध्ये काय ethical issues येतात, marketing and the consumer, globalization and consumer, all that points we have to consider in this chapter number 4. How to maintain the ethics part for all the stakeholders of the business, that is chapter number 4. Then 5th we have discussed civil society and environment. So how the civil society is going to have impact on this business ethics part and vice versa we have to consider. जसं सिव्हिल सोसायटीचा बिझनेस इथिक्स वरती एफेक्ट होतो, सिमिलरली the business ethics is also going to affect on the civil society and the environment. So both things we have to consider in the, by considering both the aspect, effect of civil society and environment on business ethics and vice versa. So for example, if we see the last point in this chapter, ethics of pollution control. आता आपण जेव्हा एखाद्या बिझनेसचं business ethics document form करतो, in that we have to consider definitely the ethics of pollution control. Suppose your business or whatever is the product is very nice, your company is very nice, which is generating the good product, but if that is in that process, in the generation process, एखाद्या प्रोडक्टच्या जनरेशन प्रोसेस मध्ये जर पोल्युशन त्याच्यामुळे क्रिएट होत असेल तर दॅट विल नॉट बी फॉर्म or that will not consider that the particular businessman is following the business ethics. त्यामुळे इथे एक जे एन्व्हायरमेंटशी रिलेटेड एक एक्झाम्पल इथे आपण बघू शकतो, ethics of pollution control and ethics of conserving deplorable resources. जे काही रिसोर्सेस आहेत ज्याच्यामधून आपल्याला एनर्जी रिजनरेट करता येऊ शकते किंवा रिन्युएबल एनर्जी आपण ज्याच्यामधून जनरेट करतो, त्या पर्टिक्युलर रिसोर्सेस आपल्याला कन्झर्व करून ठेवायला पाहिजेत. सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर रिलेटेड विथ द दिस इथिकल इश्यूज रिलेटेड टू एन्व्हायरमेंट. लाईक दिस इन डिटेल पॉइंट्स वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर. Now, as I told, this subject is new, some terms are new, so all the points you may not be able to understand at start, but as we will start point by point and you will be familiar with that terms, you will understand the concepts properly. So at least right now you try to understand the key points की कुठल्या चॅप्टर मध्ये आपल्याला काय स्टडी करायचं. Okay, at least right now you try to understand. Chapter number 6 is IT and government. Now here one statement I will make, that can we consider government as a stakeholder? You tell me that whether we can consider government as a stakeholder of any business. आता एखाद्या बिझनेस मध्ये जसं तिथे काम करणारा एम्प्लॉई स्टेकहोल्डर असतो, त्याचा प्रोडक्ट विकत घेणारा कंझ्युमर स्टेकहोल्डर असतो, एनी अदर फायनान्शियल पार्ट्स और वेंडर्स. वेंडर म्हणजे काय, ज्याच्याकडून आपण रफ मटेरियल विकत घेतो त्याला वेंडर म्हणतात. वेंडर इज ऑल्सो स्टेक होल्डर ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर इंडस्ट्री. लाईक दॅट कॅन वी कन्सिडर गव्हर्नमेंट एज अ स्टेक होल्डर ऑफ दॅट कंपनी? यू टेल मी फर्स्ट. Please give response. Take active participation during the lecture. And one, yes, who has given answer? Something you were telling. Can we consider government as a stakeholder? Yes, Vaishnavi Deshmukh. गव्हर्नमेंटला म्हणू शकतो का आपण स्टेक होल्डर? सांगा मला त्या कंपनीचा. वैष्णवी चव्हाण, देशमुख.
No, ma'am.
नो. व्हाय? व्हाय नो?
If company is a government, company is private, then stakeholder is not government.
Okay.
If company is developed by government, then that company is stakeholder of that government.
Okay, any other answer? Okay, you can think on this aspect and you can give the different answers tomorrow also. Right now, as per your understanding, whatever you are saying, that is also correct in one way. Any other answer?
येस मॅडम, स्टेक होल्डर म्हणू शकतो आपण त्याला.
का म्हणू शकतो सांगा मला.
कंपनी प्रायव्हेट जरी असली तरी मॅडम त्याचं काय तर स्पेसिफिक टॅक्स वगैरे ते गव्हर्नमेंटला द्यावंच लागते ना आपल्याला.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so still you can try other answers also. Tomorrow we will discuss this issue. Let me take some other views otherwise. Okay, आपण कंपनीला टॅक्स देतो. त्यामुळे कंपनी इज ऑलवेज द स्टेक होल्डर. सॉरी, we are giving tax to the government. So though it is private or government added company, but that government is acting as a stakeholder. That is one of the way which can be considered. Any other answer? Yes, please have participation. ह्या सब्जेक्टचं कसं आहे, तुम्हाला जेवढे कन्सेप्ट थेरॉटिकल असल्यामुळे सब्जेक्ट तुम्हाला जेवढे कन्सेप्ट समजतील, that much it is easy for you to understand and write down the answers, though it is for MCQ or it is for description. So you give the attention during the lectures and try to understand the maximum points during the lecture itself. Other answer?
गव्हर्नमेंट पॉलिसी सुद्धा अप्लाय करू शकतो ना प्रायव्हेट कंपनी.
Okay. So always government, it is acting as a stakeholder of the particular business in one another way. For example, tax we have to pay. Again, some standards are there. ISI standard तुम्ही बघता. कुठल्याही प्रोडक्टला जर स्टँडर्ड असेल, then only we are going to accept. आता पुढे आपण पहिल्या चॅप्टर मध्ये बघणार आहे नीड ऑफ द बिझनेस इथिक्स. त्याच्यामध्ये तो पॉइंट कव्हर होईल की जर काही काही सर्टिफिकेशन असेल तरच कस्टमर जे आहेत दे विल कीप ट्रस्ट ऑन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर प्रोडक्ट. आपण आता बघतो बऱ्याच वेळा ISI मार्क असेल किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये जर कुठलं स्टँडर्डनी ते सर्टिफिकेशन नसेल त्या प्रोडक्ट वरती, तर वी आर नॉट एबल or we are easily not able to accept that particular product. Okay, so standard everybody wants. Some trademark it is required. So company जर तो ट्रेडमार्क असेल त्या प्रोडक्टला, तर the customer faith it is increased and that product it is easily sell. So government is acting as a stakeholder for any business. Then ethical issues in relation between business and government. So how to maintain the ethical issues for maintaining the relationship between the business and the government? Sometimes there may be some clashes based on that situation, whatever are the laws. So in that, what ethical issues we have to consider to maintain the good relationship between the business and the government? Again, for starting the business, some permission we have to take as per the laws or as per the legal things. Permission we have to take from government for startup of the business. Like that, we have to consider this government it as a it is acting as a stakeholder of the particular industry or for that particular business. Okay, so this is overall idea about the syllabus. So are you clear at least now what we have to say in this subject? Everyone, काय स्टडी करायचं आपल्याला ह्या सब्जेक्ट मध्ये ते समजले का सगळ्यांना? Yes, Krishna, you got overall idea about the syllabus? Or
Yes, madam.
Okay, so now after discussing the syllabus or central idea of the subject, we will see the next point. So these are the reference books. Textbook, it is Business Ethics by Andrew Crane, and this is one, it is textbook, and whatever are the other reference book, that also you can refer. So 2-3 copies of the or 2-3 soft copies of 3 different books I have uploaded in your study material. You can go through that. Once the lecture is finished, on that same day, up to the end of the day, that video links will be available. PPTs, class notes, whatever are the things that are added in the particular study material. Okay, you can refer that, and additionally je kai asel that day by day it will be updated. For example, whatever good videos are there or some good PPTs are there, additional PPTs apart from our study material, किंवा इथं जे घेते मी PPT याच्या व्यतिरिक्त जरी चांगल्या PPT तुम्हाला if I find some good PPTs, that material will be also added in your study material. Okay, so you please go on checking the study material on the regular basis so that you will get the updates. Okay, so we have discussed already about this title of the course. So can anyone tell? I will just go to the previous slide. So without seeing in the PowerPoint, can anyone tell me how we define the business ethics? सांगा मला आता business ethics ची definition काय? Or how you can define the term business ethics? Anyone please give the answer. Yes. How we define the business ethics? Very simple question I have asked.
Business ethics, this subject deals with a particularly business and the morals and the rules used in business.
Okay. So that is set of the rules or set of some policies which the businessman as well as all the stakeholders have to follow for the particular business, and that is called as the business ethics. So here we have seen the definition. It refers to the set of moral values or standards which govern the activities of the business. Okay, so it is not only there for businessman, but it is there for consumer, it is there for vendors. त्या कंपनीचे जे जे कोणी स्टेक होल्डर्स असतील त्या सगळ्यांना ते बिझनेस एथिक्सचे रूल्स जे आहेत, that business ethics rule that is required to be followed by all of them. Okay, so this we have seen. Central idea of the course already chapter wise we have discussed what we have to see in the particular chapter. Okay, then what is importance? Now you tell me, you are doing BENTC. Technical subjects are there mostly. You have seen basic electronic subject, diode, transistor, basic electronics चे सगळे component तुम्ही study केले. Circuits and networks you have seen, like that NTA subject. Communication subjects you have seen, analog communication, digital communication. Technical हे सगळे subject आहेत तुमच्या syllabus मध्ये. Then can you tell me what is importance of this business ethics in your curriculum? काय गरज आहे ह्या बिझनेस एथिक्स या सब्जेक्टची करिक्युलम मध्ये तुमच्या डिग्री मध्ये, डिग्रीच्या सिलेबस मध्ये? टेल मी व्हॉट इज नीड. What is need of this subject in your curriculum? Yes, Meenakshi. What is need or what is importance of this course in your curriculum? Swati, Ganesh. Why this subject is important? Why the subject is important? Gayatri. What is importance of this subject?
Ma'am, this subject is important because after completing our degree, some people or some student want to start their new business and they are new in business sector. So, knowing about the basic rules and about the business, basic terms related to business ethics subject is very important.
Yes, very correct. Any other answer? That is one way. Correct. After your degree, it is not the case that every student is going to do job as an employee. But some of you might be interested to start with their own business, entrepreneurship, we say. Now entrepreneurship training is given to the students also, apart from your curriculum. If you want to set up or if you want to start your own company or if you want to start your own business, then at least some knowledge you should have about the business. It's a background to Malamait Asawa. That is one aspect which we have to consider for importance of the subject. That is one thing. So there are various schemes which are provided by the government. I don't think that have you attended any online entrepreneurship course? Second year ला काही तुम्हाला झाले नसतील ना कुठले courses because of your syllabus and other thing, but definitely it will be there in the your next coming semesters. Entrepreneurship मध्ये, just for your information I am telling, there we are having that workshop related to the entrepreneurship development program for students for third year. And in that आपल्या महाराष्ट्रामध्ये किंवा आपल्या लोकल लेवलला जर कन्सिडर केलं तर सोलापूर जिल्ह्याचे जे औद्योगिक संस्थेचे मेन त्यामधले लोक आहेत, that people are coming here and they are giving the training to our students about which different schemes, financial schemes, other schemes, whatever are provided by the government to start up of any business. Unfortunately, we are not knowing many of the things. कुठल्या प्रकारचा फायनान्शियल सपोर्ट आपल्याला बिझनेस साठी दिला जातो, and just we are thinking that we don't have sufficient money and that's why we cannot proceed in with respect to that particular business. त्यामुळे वेगवेगळ्या गव्हर्नमेंटच्या स्कीम कुठल्या आहेत entrepreneurship साठी. Again there are different schemes. Specifically some lady want to start the business. महिला उद्योगीकरणासाठी काही वेगवेगळ्या स्कीम्स आहेत स्पेशली, and overall also various schemes are there. त्याची माहिती दिली जाते, कुठल्या पद्धतीचा अभ्यास आपण तो बिझनेस चालू करताना करायला पाहिजे. Like that various trainings are organized. So to have the develop the entrepreneurship property or entrepreneurship चा interest student मध्ये develop करण्यासाठी that courses we are organizing, and that is also one aspect which we can consider as importance of this course. And that is one thing as a owner of the business or as a owner of the particular industry. But all of you, जर तुम्ही business चालू करणार नसाल तर obviously you are going to work somewhere as an employee So business ethics is applicable for employees also or not? As per our discussion, previous discussion from last 2 lectures, employee ला business ethics चे rules applied असतात का नाही? Business ethics rules are applicable for employee or not?
Yes, ma'am, applicable.
Yes. So even though you are going to join as an employee in any of the company, you have to follow some certain ethics, business ethics rules. So by considering all that parameters, to have you some knowledge about the practical things, this subject has been introduced in your curriculum. Okay, so as per written here, this subject will give the idea regarding business ethics, ethical theories, and why ethics is important in the organization. Therefore, this subject is important. Okay, so this is about the, just a minute. So that's why this subject, it is important. So this is about the importance of the subject. The next point we have to consider objective and outcome. Now various times we have discussed objective means our aims. आपल्याला काय करायचंय? Or what are our plannings or aims? That is called as the course objective, and outcome means what? The thing which is expected after completion of the particular task. For example, एखादं काम आपण चालू करतो तेव्हा काहीतरी हेतू ठेवून आपण ते काम चालू करतो आणि ते काम केल्यानंतर आपल्याला काय येणं अपेक्षित आहे ते जेव्हा आपण डिफाइन करतो तेव्हा त्याला म्हणतात कोर्स, और दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज द आउटकम. सपोज एखादा तुम्ही सी प्रोग्रामिंगचा कोर्स करताय. व्हॉट इज युअर ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह? टू हॅव द नॉलेज ऑफ द सी प्रोग्रामिंग. And what is the expected outcome? After completion of the course, you should be able to write the C programming by your own. त्या वेगवेगळ्या ऍप्लिकेशन साठी तुम्हाला सी कोड तो डेव्हलप करता यायला पाहिजे. That is called as objective and outcome. So similarly, here when we see the course objective, what are the course objective? To make the students aware about basics of business ethics and related theory. पहिला objective आहे students, to make the students aware of basics of business ethics and related theories. Business ethics च्या basic concept ची आपल्याला माहिती करून द्यायची स्टुडंटला आणि त्याच्याशी रिलेटेड ज्या बेसिक theories आहेत. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपल्या मॅथमॅटिक्स मध्ये देर आर सम थेरम्स टू प्रूव्ह सम सर्टन लॉ. एखादा लॉ किंवा एखादं स्टेटमेंट असतं अँड टू प्रूव्ह दॅट स्टेटमेंट व्हॉट एव्हर थेरम्स आर used. Similarly, there are related to this business ethics, there are some decision making theories that we have to study. So to make the students aware about basics of business ethics and related theories. Then second, to understand the different tools for decision making and management in business ethics. So in spite of all the odd situations, or in spite of all the possibilities of wrong things, the proper decision should be made during the business. Okay, so as we have seen the second chapter, काय काय पॅरामीटर आहेत ज्याच्यामुळे डिसिजन मेकिंग मध्ये प्रॉब्लेम होऊ शकतो बिझनेस मध्ये. सो टू अवॉइड दॅट वी हॅव टू स्टडी द, or the student should study the different tools for decision making and different ways for taking the proper decision in the business. That is called as the management in business ethics. That is another objective. Then third objective is to get acquainted with corporate and ethical issues related with it. म्हणजे काय वेगवेगळे कॉर्पोरेट आणि इथिकल इश्यूज जे आहेत बिझनेस एथिक्सशी रिलेटेड ते सगळी तुम्हाला व्यवस्थित त्याची माहिती व्हायला पाहिजे. और to give the knowledge to the students about the corporate and ethical issues related with the business. Then to understand different ethical issues related with the various stakeholders. While maintaining the relationship between the various stakeholders, you should understand first what are the different ethical issues that you have to handle. Okay, so this is about the course objective. Are you clear with this? Yes. Course objectives, is it clear to you? Krishna Koli? ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह समजले तुम्हाला? Either say yes, no. Ankita?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
So these are course objectives, outcome. आता हा सब्जेक्ट शिकल्यावर तुम्हाला काय यायला पाहिजे? That is called as the course outcome. कुठले कुठले outcome बघा? After completion of course, students will be able to, or students should be able to, first elaborate concept of ethics and related theories. तुम्हाला इथिक्सचे वेगवेगळे कन्सेप्ट, बिझनेस इथिक्स म्हणजे काय, त्याच्यामध्ये कुठले की पॉइंट्स इम्पॉर्टंट आहेत किंवा कुठले पॅरामीटर त्याच्यामध्ये इन्व्हॉल्ड आहेत आणि त्याच्या थेरीज हे तुम्हाला प्रॉपरली डिस्क्राईब करता यायला पाहिजे विथ सम एक्झाम्पल्स. दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज इलॅबोरेशन. You should be able to elaborate concepts of ethics and related theories. Then describe and apply tools for decision making and management in business ethics. You should be able to describe and apply tools for decision making and management in business ethics. आता जसं आपण बघितलं या सेकंड चॅप्टर मध्ये, in this second chapter we have to see the various decision making strategies. So again here normative ethical theories, descriptive ethical theories, हे जे काही वेगवेगळे theories आहेत बिझनेस इथिक्स मधल्या, आणि whatever are the different tools for proper decision making that you should be able to describe. Basic theories, basic tools for decision making that you should be able to describe. Understand and form the ethical issues in the corporation. समजा उद्या तुम्ही एखाद्या कंपनीमध्ये if you are working as an employee and if somebody asks you to, suppose one day your boss calls you and asks you that we have to form some business ethics document for our industry, and you come up with some points. So in that case तुम्हाला ते पॉइंट त्याच्यामध्ये व्यवस्थित ऍड करता यायला पाहिजे, or you should be able to form the ethical issues in the corporation based on your product, based on your vendors, based on your particular stakeholders. You should able to form the proper business ethics document. That is also expected from you after completion of the course. At least some rough document you should be able to prepare. Now today we will do one thing, that we will take some case study just as a start. Not let it not be that much perfect, but just with this statement one thought has stuck to my mind. Suppose you consider that you are working in as an employee. Suppose you are a fresher employee in the company, and let us consider ki the company's product आहे, that company it is having some small scale company आहे ती, and that small scale company is having the domestic products based on the IoT. For example, आता तुम्ही IoT वरचे वेगवेगळे छोटे प्रोजेक्ट ऐकले असतील, that home automation using IoT. मग तुमचे जे कंपनीचे प्रोडक्ट आहेत सगळे, that products are related with the home automation using IoT, that are your basic product of the company. And suppose your boss has asked you to form the business ethics document for your company, that you consider and you take 2 days and form some document, and you can send it to me. You can search for the different ethical documents for business ethics. There are various formats available. You can search from internet. You take 3-4 days just as an interesting activity at start. I am telling. अजून आपण काही बघितलेलं नाही in detail, but just as a part of curiosity, you take this example की तुम्ही कंपनीमध्ये काम करताय का, त्या कंपनीचे प्रोडक्ट आहेत सगळे स्मॉल डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट्स ऑफ होम ऑटोमेशन युजिंग IoT. म्हणजे होम ऑटोमेशन मध्ये काय येतं, For example, if you are not there in the room, that light will be automatically turned off like that. These are the small examples of home automation using IoT. Home automation using IoT चे तुमचे स्मॉल प्रोडक्ट्स आहेत. त्या कंपनीच्या बॉसने तुम्हाला इथिकल इश्यूज कन्सिडर करून एक रफ बिझनेस डॉक्युमेंट बनवायला सांगितलं बिझनेस इथिक्सचं. Then you form that rough document and you can send me on the WhatsApp. After 3-4 days, we can discuss that as a part of curiosity. Okay, are you getting what task I have told? Yes, Meenakshi? Are you
Yes,
there?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just try at least. We will see. Then you should be able to understand and identify the ethical issues from various stakeholders' point of context. प्रत्येक स्टेकहोल्डरच्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यूने तुम्हाला इथिकल इश्यूचा विचार करता यायला पाहिजे. कन्सिडर दॅट यू आर अ कस्टमर. कस्टमरची काय रिक्वायरमेंट असणार आहे इथिक्स मध्ये की आपल्याला त्या बिझनेस मधनी फसवू नये, त्यांनी आपल्याला चांगल्या क्वालिटीचं प्रोडक्ट द्यावं. मेनी ऑफ द टाइम्स इट हॅपन्स की MRP ची एक किंमत असते, ती ऍक्च्युअल किंमत डिस्क्लोज न करता तिथे वेगळं लेबल लावून तो प्रोडक्ट विकला जातो. म्हणजे ह्या सगळ्या ज्या गोष्टी आहेत त्या कंझ्युमरच्या दृष्टीने इलिगल आहेत थोडक्यात. If you consider from the businessman point of view, from his point of view, what ethics will be considered? That healthy competition should be there. For example, एखादा बिझनेसमनचा बिझनेस चांगला चालू आहे एखाद्या प्रोडक्ट साठी, but if some another competitor is there, definitely always there will be competition in the business, but that competition should be healthy. Again by following the ethical norms. की तुम्ही दुसऱ्या कंपनीची वाईट ऍडव्हर्टाइज करून स्वतःचं प्रोडक्ट चांगलं म्हणू शकत नाही. और देर आर व्हेरियस थिंग्स की फक्त कॉम्पिटिशन मध्ये आपण टॉपला यावं म्हणून तुम्ही फक्त किंमत कमी करून एखाद्या प्रोडक्टची जर किंवा लो क्वालिटी मटेरियल यूज करून तुम्ही जर त्याची किंमत कमी केली जस्ट फॉर competition purpose, then also that will not come in the ethics. Like that, by considering the point of view of all the stakeholders, you should be able to identify the ethical issues. See, these are very simple things which we are implementing it in our day-to-day life. But that's a technical language मध्ये description आहे that you should be able to elaborate. That are the expected outcomes from this particular subject. And here you cannot say that a particular answer is wrong, because that again depends on perspective. Now if in your class if 50 students are there, 50 students, everybody's way of thinking that can be different. So there will be variation in the answer if it is descriptive, but for some specific theories the answer will be same. Okay, so like that we have to consider. So are you clear with overall idea or the basic prerequisites whatever are required for this subject? Are you clear with this business ethics basic part? Shall we start with chapter number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will start with the chapter number 1, that is having title as introduction or introduction to business ethics. That is chapter number 1. So this is syllabus of first chapter, business ethics and overview, importance of business ethics, key context, globalization is important point in this chapter where we have to give focus, sustainability, normative ethical theories and contemporary ethical theories, and reference book. The first textbook only is common mostly for all the chapters, business ethics by Andrew Crane. Okay, so this is the syllabus of this first chapter. So first point in okay, so already this thing just quickly I will take about title of chapter, introduction. Introduction means what? Basic idea, or to give the basic familiarity we can say. The introduction of business ethics, it gives brief knowledge about business ethics and why it is important in the organization or in the business. This is about title of the chapter. And in this context, ethical theories is key objective that you are studying in the first time. So as you have to first see, ह्याच्यामध्ये दोन पार्ट मध्ये डिवाइड करू शकतो आपण ह्या चॅप्टरला. बिझनेस इथिक्स काय इम्पॉर्टंट आहे, and then in the same how it is related with the globalization part. This we can consider as first part of the chapter. And second part is आपल्याला इथिकल थेरीज बघायच्या बिझनेस इथिक्सच्या. नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेरीज आणि कंटेम्पररी इथिकल थेरीज ह्या दोन मध्ये काय डिफरन्स आहे, and in detail that two theories we have to study. So this is about the title of the chapter and central idea of the chapter. This chapter provides information about business ethics, morality and ethical laws, and also gives brief knowledge about the ethical theories and why business ethics is important in the organization. There are 7-8 points that we have to consider in the importance of business ethics in the organization. आता तुम्ही मला सांगा, before we start with actual points in the syllabus, you tell me first why the business ethics is important in the organization. कुणाकुणासाठी इम्पॉर्टंट आहे बिझनेस इथिक्स, किंवा जर बिझनेस इथिक्स नसेल एखाद्या कंपनीमध्ये तर काय होईल, काय होईल एखाद्या कंपनीमध्ये बिझनेस इथिक्स नसेल तर. सो इन दॅट, by considering simple examples, you tell me why business ethics is important. Please give the answers. Come up, be fast. Don't wait for announcing your names. Tell me some your views, no? Let me check. लॉजिकली काय तुम्ही आन्सर देऊ शकता. काय गरज आहे बिझनेस एथिक्सची सांगा मला. यस सायली, कॅन यू टेल? सायली लेंडवे, मधुरा. माय वॉइस इज ऑडिबल, नो?
Yes, ma'am.
काजल सावंत. What is need of or importance of business ethics? Ganesh Kavde, can you answer?
माहित नाही मॅम.
नाही, तुम्ही एखादा एक्झाम्पल घेऊन कन्सिडर करा. आता एखादी कंपनी तुम्ही चालू केली, यू कन्सिडर युअर सेल्फ ॲज अ बिझनेसमॅन, किंवा ऑर यू कन्सिडर युअर सेल्फ ॲज अ ओनर ऑफ दॅट कंपनी, अँड फ्रॉम युअर पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू यू टेल मी व्हॉट इज इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ बिझनेस इथिक्स. क्वेश्चनचा अर्थ समजला ना तुम्हाला गणेश?
Yes,
आय एम
ma'am.
आस्किंग यू व्हॉट इज द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ बिझनेस इथिक्स. आता हे टेक्निकली तर आपण 1 by 1 बघणारच आहे. कंझ्युमर मुवमेंट, लाईक दॅट देर आर 8 points, बट फ्रॉम युअर पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू ऍट स्टार्ट यू टेल मी की व्हॉट इज नीड ऑफ बिझनेस इथिक्स. Not able to answer?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Others? Kajal Sawant is not there in the lecture. Frequently I am asking. You are not responding. Shivani? Swati? Madhura? See, if you are, I am asking the question, and if you are not giving the answer, I will consider that you are absent for the lecture. हम्म. Yes. Okay. So importance of business ethics. Business ethics, basic points आपण बघितले. It can help to improve the ethical decision making by providing managers with the appropriate knowledge and tools that allow them to correctly identify, diagnosis, analyze, and provide solution to the ethical problems. Okay, so that is the basic point we have seen. Ata importance of business ethics. If that question is asked, then you have to write the importance of business ethics by considering these 8 points. So initially I will tell just title of that points. Importance of business ethics by considering consumer movement. Consumer means the person who is going to purchase the product. Consumer movement, consumer satisfaction, stop business malpractices, improve customer confidence, survival of business, importance of labor, healthy competition, then it creates good image of the businessman, smooth functioning of the business, protective employees, competitors and dealers, develops good relationship. So at least out of these 11, you should be able to write down the 8 points for importance of business ethics. Now one by one we will see. आता मी at least पॉइंटची नावं तुम्हाला वाचून दाखवले. ह्याच्यावरून काय आन्सर देऊ शकता का सांगा मला. कुणाकुणाच्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यूने बिझनेस एथिक्स इम्पॉर्टंट आहे तेवढं तरी आन्सर सांगा मला. आता जे काही मी 8-10 पॉइंट तुम्हाला दाखवले त्याच्यावरून सांगा कुणाकुणाच्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू वरून बिझनेस एथिक्स इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. From whose point of view that business ethics is important? Why you are not giving answers? Very simple question I am asking.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Swati, your voice is not audible properly. From whose point of view business ethics is important? You just leave the meeting and join it once again, Swati, so that it will be properly audible. Gayatri, from whose point of view the business ethics is important? Or up till now, whatever we have discussed, you tell me the names of the stakeholders of any company. कुठले basic parameters किंवा basic people आहेत जे त्या इंडस्ट्री मध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व असतात. Who are the different stakeholders of any industry? Yes, Meenakshi.
Yes, ma'am.
From whose point of view this business ethics is important? कुणाकुणाच्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यूने बिझनेस एथिक्स ची गरज आहे किंवा इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल
Employee.
देन एम्प्लॉई म्हणजे तिथं काम करणारा व्यक्ती. From his point of view business ethics is important. Then for example, if that employee is working properly without his any mistake, जर त्या मशीनचा काही प्रॉब्लेम आला असेल त्यामुळे प्रोडक्टची क्वालिटी बिघडली असेल तर इन दॅट केस he should not face any problem. Justice should be properly given. So it is important for the employee. Then अजून कोणाच्या दृष्टीने महत्वाचं आहे कंझ्युमर मुवमेंट. इथं लिहिलेलं दिसतं ना पॉइंट, स्क्रीन दिसते ना सगळ्यांना.
Like of that company.
Yes, please repeat the answer. Consumer of that product. Consumer means the person who is going to purchase. ग्राहक म्हणतो आपण त्याला. तर पहिला पॉइंट आहे इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ बिझनेस इथिक्स मध्ये कंझ्युमर मुवमेंट. Business ethics are gaining importance because of growth of the consumer movement. Today's consumer are aware of their rights. So they are literate people. They are aware about their rights, that what is required for their quality product. एखाद्या प्रोडक्ट मध्ये आजकाल सहजासहजी कंझ्युमरला कोणी फसवू शकत नाही, बिकॉज दे आर लिटरेट पीपल. दे नो अबाउट देअर राइट्स. दे टेक ऍक्शन अगेन्स्ट द बिझनेसमॅन हु क्रिएट द बॅड बिझनेस इथिक्स प्रॅक्टिसेस. If the products are of poor quality, harmful, high profile priced and duplicate goods, म्हणजे कुठल्याही प्रकारचं त्याच्यामध्ये जर चुकीचं फंक्शनिंग झालं प्रोडक्ट मध्ये, तर that consumers are that much literate to take the actions against any malpractices. Malpractices म्हणजे काय, चुकीच्या ज्या काही प्रॅक्टिसेस बिझनेस मध्ये फॉलो होतात त्याच्या अगेन्स्ट द कंझ्युमर इज टेकिंग ऍक्शन. त्याला काय म्हणलेलं आहे, कंझ्युमर मुवमेंट. ग्रोथ ऑफ द कंझ्युमर मुवमेंट. कंझ्युमर मुवमेंट म्हणजे काय, द ऍक्शन इनिशिएटेड बाय द कंझ्युमर अगेन्स्ट एनी माल प्रॅक्टिस इन द बिझनेस. एखाद्या बिझनेस मध्ये कुठल्याही चुकीचा प्रकार झाला, कुठले चुकीचे प्रकार होऊ शकतात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, कुठले एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत इथं, प्रोडक्ट हा पुअर क्वालिटीचा आहे, इफ इट इज हार्मफुल, इफ इट इज हाय प्रोफाईल प्राइस्ड अँड डुप्लिकेट गुड्स, म्हणजे जास्त किंमत लावून जर डुप्लिकेट माल आला तर त्याच्या अगेन्स्ट द कस्टमर कॅन टेक ऍक्शन. If that product is harmful, not secured, against that the customer is taking action. If the quality is not good, the consumers are immediately, आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे सगळं ऑनलाईन आहे, immediately the complaint is made about that particular product. त्यामुळं कस्टमरच्या ह्या सगळ्या पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यूनी पहिल्यांदा बिझनेस इथिक्स हा इम्पॉर्टंट. ओके, सिमिलरली all other points also are there. So these PPTs I have shared already in your study material. So I request all of you to go through that PPTs, make some study by your own so that it will be easy for you to understand the further points. Okay, पहिला point बघितला आपण. Next, whatever are the points that we will see in the next lecture. Okay, so are you clear with whatever we have seen in today's lecture?
Yes, madam.
Okay, so we will stop here. You just type your number in the chat box and you can leave the meeting.